What's up everyone, it's Toned Up. So right now I'm building bottom boards and finished a few of them already. So I decided to, create ones a little different from the rest. So I already got the boards all cut already. So I'm gonna show you how I'm doing. So follow along. I took a piece of 2x4 about 2 foot long and cut it in half the long way. These will form the bottom foundation of the bottom board. Now I got a piece of board glued to the front, and normally this is a landing board, but in my build it is not, and I'll show you in a minute. I cut a 45-degree on this piece of board, and along with a bunch of other boards also have a 45-degree to match. It's not necessary to cut a 45-degree. You can just do a regular cut. I'm just doing this because I just want to try it out, see what it looks like. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm trying to build a gap on this board right here where the bee can travel downwards and out in the middle between the two boards. This way, when the bee travel out, it has like a roof on top of their heads, and so when it rains, the roof will protect the bees and keep them from drowning. Normally when it rains, I always see a bunch of dead bees in front of the hive, and I want to prevent that by making this design a little different. You can make your bottom board out of one solid piece of wood, and this way you just need to cut a gap right by the front entrance area. In my case, I'm putting 1/8-inch hardware cloth on the bottom, so this way during summertime it will have some airflow. Let's go ahead and secure the mesh onto the bottom board. I don't have a staple gun, so what I'm doing is I'm going to use two pieces of board, sandwich the mesh together, and that's how I secure the mesh to the frame. So when you cut your boards, make sure everything line up correctly. Make sure there's no gap, because wax moth larvae, they love to find a nook and cranny and build their cocoon in there. So I learned that from building the other bottom board. This piece of board I'm putting up next, it secured the mesh netting by sandwiching them together. It also acts as a ramp for the bee to travel in and out. I just add a couple of blocks here so the other piece can have something to secure to. So the next is going to be the landing board, and I put a 45-degree cut facing out toward the entrance. This way you can make the openings a little wider, make it easier for the bee to land onto. Let's go ahead and secure the rest of the mesh onto the frame. And I recommend, once everything is in place, put screws everywhere to secure them together, because in time the weather and moistures and everything will cause the boards to warp and separate. Now the bottom board is completed, and let me show you the difference between this one here and the other one I built. These ones here, they have a trim around the top, allowing the box to sit on top of it. And the top board right there is a landing board the bee will travel in and go up the hive. I should have cut these trims a little wider to eliminate these gaps here. What I said earlier about having these gaps, allowing the wax moth larvae to build a cocoon. I was being frugal on those boards at the beginning. Let's go ahead and compare the other one to the one I built. I like this one here, everything nice and clean, and there's no trim in it, and real simple. You can see the top board actually is like a roof, and you have a little gap in there. The bee will travel through the front and come up through this gap right here, and it's also eliminate, like rodents getting in here because the gap is so small. So what do you think about this new baseboard I just built? So leave your comments below, see what you think. I did a few of those fancy 45-degree cuts. I mean, you can just cut everything straight on your table saw. That will save you a lot of time. Probably easier to put everything together as well. So let me know what you think. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.